Welcome back to Without Shortcuts. Today we are revisiting French toast.
French toast doesn't have to be complicated. The other thing that's not complicated is you reaching down there to give us a thumbs up on this video, and then right over there to give our channel a quick subscribe, and that will ensure that your French toast comes out perfectly.
So we know we've already done another French toast video. We did that when we went and made brioche, which was an exceptional French toast, but we felt like we kind of rushed that video. We were trying to do something that didn't come out the way we thought it would. So we want to revisit that. We just happen to have a fresh loaf of hollow bread that we just made, and this is really going to make an exceptional French toast. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to cut this up into some nice slices. When you're doing this, you definitely want to have some fairly thick slices that are going to be able to really absorb that custard that you're going to put on.
As it turns out, fresh bread, which we have here, is not actually the best way to make French toast. You actually want bread that's, a day or two old, that's just maybe a little bit stale, so that it soaks up some of that custard that we're going to make. We're just going to take these slices of bread that we've got here, and we're going to throw them into a low heat oven and let them sit in there for 10 or 15 minutes just to dry out a little bit. While our bread is drying out in the oven, the next thing that we need to do is to make our custard for the French toast. The nice thing is, French toast custard is totally arbitrary, so you can pretty much make it however you want. So I've got about a 60-40 mixture of heavy cream and milk, because that seemed about right. And then we're gonna add 2 eggs. And then about a tablespoon of sugar and some vanilla. That's probably about 2 teaspoons-ish. And then we'll give this a few shakes of cinnamon.
Shakes is the scientific name for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm gonna throw in a little shake or two of ginger and a little bit of nutmeg. Now, you could also add allspice, you could add cloves into it, you could add mace. Like I said, it's totally arbitrary, totally up to you.
You could also add in some bourbon, or you could use some eggnog to make an eggnog French toast, which is wonderful around the holidays. It doesn't matter. Just go to town, mix in some flavors that you like. It's probably going to turn out great. Whisking this together, all you're really looking for is to make sure you get the eggs completely broken down so you're not getting big clumps on any of your bread. And other than that, you'll be good to go. Our bread's out of the oven. It's dried out just enough. You want to make sure it's not toasted, just dry and a little bit crispy on the outside. Just like if you left it sitting on the counter for, a day or two. But we're going to take that, we're going to dunk that in our custard and then go straight onto the griddle. When you put this in the custard, put it all the way down, make sure it sits all the way down, give it some time, let it marinate in there, really get it in there, When you're done, you want to have a nice crisp texture on the outside of it, but the middle of it should still have enough liquid that it's that soft, creamy, custardy feel that you're really looking for.
All right, now we're gonna make our French toast on an electric griddle here. You could also use an electric skillet, you could use cast iron on the stove, you could even use just a non-stick skillet on the stove. But for what we're doing today, this is the way we're gonna go.
When you put those on the griddle, just push them down a little bit, try and get as much contact as you can with the whole griddle. And then, it's kind of like making bacon. You get it on there.
Leave it alone, just let it cook.
Once you flip them, it's never quite the same. So just let them go and make sure they're done before you start flipping them over.
So, first side's done. So we're just gonna give these a flip, and then we'll just leave it alone. Don't touch it.
These look pretty good. They should be just about finished up. We're gonna go ahead and take these off the griddle and see how they turned out.
We're just gonna throw a little bit of butter on the top here and finish it off with a little bit of maple syrup, and we will see how we did.
Thank you, sir.
Man, that is just, it's so rich and eggy. I mean, it's got a good spice mixture to it, and you know, like we said, the custard's totally arbitrary. So if you like more of an egg flavor, you can add more eggs, less eggs, different spices, whatever you want to do.
This one actually has a really nice amount of vanilla, so that first bite that comes through really big, but not overpowering, just where it's really noticeable and just absolutely delicious.
Right.
Plus, I mean, using the fresh bread, everything is soft, toasty, warm. I don't think I've ever had better than this, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
So, like we said, this is kind of arbitrary. You can be really creative and inventive in how you're doing your custard and how you're making this. So do that. Go out, try some different things. Let us know what you try. Hit us on Instagram. Let us know on Twitter. We want to see all your ideas, and if you come up with something original and different, we might even make a video. We'll give you a shout out. We'll let you know.
Until next time, skip the shortcuts.
Thanks, guys.